Hello, Rob McNeilly again, and welcome to the fourth video in this series. I want to have us explore something today about expectancy. And clients come to see us and they don't typically say, I've got this problem and I know that at any moment things are going to be just fine. That's not normally how clients approach us. Usually when any of us have a problem, it's not only the circumstances that are troubling us, but there's the way it feels like this is how it is and there's nothing I can do about it and this is the way it's going to continue. It's as if it's going to just continue like this forever. And this happens, a problem always happens in a mode of resignation. We become resigned, we become helpless, we become hopeless. We feel there's nothing that we can do about the problem, and of course in that mode there's nothing we can do. So one of the gifts that we can offer a client, one of the gifts that we can learn to intentionally bring to the therapeutic conversation is our mode of expectancy. So that if we have in our own body, in our own experience, a position, a starting point, a mood, an emotion that at any moment, for no good reason, something useful can happen. Now, this is not just wishful thinking. It's not just New Age thinking. It's not just, oh, write it down, it's going to be okay. If we have an expectancy, it doesn't guarantee that we'll get a result. But the beautiful thing about expectancy is that if we have a mode of expectancy in ourselves, because moods are so infectious, if we can manage to maintain a mood of expectancy in ourselves, then some of our mode of expectancy will transfer over to the client. Moods are very infectious. And if we just sit with a client and they're sort of resigned and blah, 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 it's easy for us to think, oh yeah, I don't know that I can help, and we can catch their mood of resignation. But because the infection is a two-way street, if we can have a mode of expectancy, that can not only inoculate us against catching the client's mode of resignation, it offers the possibility of the client catching some of our mode of expectancy, which of course is going to be so beautifully helpful and relevant to them. So my invitation is, when you're with a client, for no good reason, just have the idea that you never know, something might happen here. Now, I'm not being a cheerful Charlie, and I'm not, don't overdo it. It's like, oh, isn't this wonderful? I've got no legs, so isn't that wonderful? I can learn to walk on my hands. We're not being positive about this. We're not offering any kind of hopeful promises, but simply we're in a mode of expectancy. There is a possibility then, if something occurs, if some change happens, if something new comes at the client from over the horizon, then they might see it. In resignation, something comes and think, oh yeah, no, we won't even see it. So have a play with that, see what you make of it, leave a note, and I'll see you in the next video.